Hey you guys, I hope that you are doing well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon. If you are not familiar with me and are new here today, well, one of the absolute most important lessons that I have learned in this past year has been learning to quickly transition out of heaviness and negative emotions. And, I remember during Super Bowl or whatnot, I was having a conversation with someone that I know, and they made the comment, like for the losing team or whatever, they were like, oh my gosh, I would never want to be married to a professional athlete because when they lose and everything, it's so heavy in the house. They da 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 da. I said, not necessarily. They were like, well, what do you mean? I said, it depends on the man. It depends on the man. If the man is one who is going to wallow in, disappointment, wallow in disillusionment, wallow in grief, wallow in certain types of heaviness, then yeah. But some people have mastered the art of what I'm going to call pivoting quickly. Pivoting quickly, being able to recognize that they are on a downward spiral and pivoting quickly, choosing to say, no, I'm not going down that spiral. And let me tell you, we have all been there. We have all been there. I have been there probably too many times. You have your days, you have your moments, you have your weeks, you have your whatever, where it just seems like nothing is going right and you just want to sit in it. And the issue with that is that when you sit in it, it opens the door to other things. It opens the door to other negativity that comes in your life. And it opens the door to accusation from the enemy. Because then what you want to do is you want to basically pick apart every single portion of what happened and how you could have done better and what a failure you are and and then the accusation from the enemy comes in and he is just joining your little pity party and telling you how horrible of a person you are or what you did, right? And that it's not going to change and that you'll never whatever, all of that stuff. And so even though I was very familiar with the concept and knew like the benefits of being able to pivot quickly, I think it wasn't until this last year that I really was intentional about pivoting quickly when a negative emotion would try to come on or try to like invade or whatever. And I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert by any measure. However, I know that I have become a little bit better. And so I wanted to share some keys regarding that because let me tell you, y'all, you're going to deal with disillusionment from time to time. You're going to deal with discouragement. You're going to deal with all of those, depression and things of that, from time to time that wants to come on you. But how quickly you pivot out of it can make all the difference. If you choose to linger there, then what you're doing is setting yourself up to stay stuck. You're setting yourself up to stay stuck and stay in that place of, whatever it is, disillusionment, depression, whatever the D is, right? So you're going to set yourself to stay stuck. But when you're staying stuck, the issue is that the movement and the progress that you could have made during that season where you are stuck, you're not making. So not only are you stuck in that mental, wheel that you're going in, but also you're stuck in the progress that you're making. The key is being able to pivot quickly. And how do we pivot quickly? Well, one of the ways that we pivot quickly is learning how to encourage ourselves in the Lord. Right? And so David, he is one of the key characters in the Bible where, I mean, practically everything he was writing, he was pouring his heart out to the Lord. Why is my soul so heavy? Why is my soul, but he would encourage himself with the Lord. He would declare who the Lord is in his life. He would declare the goodness of the Lord over his life. He would declare who he is who he is in God. And so declaring and encouraging ourselves in the Lord is a super key. So many times I've been in seasons where I did not really know how to tap in and quickly encourage myself in the Lord. I would talk to someone. I would, contact someone. I would this, I would that. I would eat. I love to eat. I love food. So all I need is a reason. But, I had to learn how to encourage myself in the Lord, and you encourage yourself also with the plans and the promises that he has for you. And if you don't have many plans or promises, I tell you, there's a ton of them in here. This is the Bible. So, encourage yourself with the plans and promises of God. Sometimes I have to go back and look at the prophetic words that were given to me. Sometimes I have to go in the Bible and declare who I am, who he says that I am. Sometimes I just have to say, I'm an overcomer. That's who I am. I overcome. And so learning how to encourage ourselves in the Lord is so, so important. The other thing, when it quickly happens, when it comes on you, Proverbs 4:23 says, guard your heart, because out of it flow the issues of life. And so if you are one where maybe you have a tender heart, somebody where things affect you, a little bit more than other people. And so if you have a tender heart, you have to be so aware of guarding your heart when things kind of hit you. Something hit me a couple of days and it really it kind of left me heavy for a moment. And I was like, no. Nope, I'm not going to take it. I was like, my feelings were hurt by something that was done. And I was like, nope, I'm not going there. I'm not holding on to this. I'm not going to rehearse it in my mind. I'm not staying there. I'm going to get up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm not giving an in to the enemy. So whether or not you've been kicked in the gut by, failure, whether or not you've been disappointed, whether or not you've been depressed, whether or not you've even been disillusioned or whatnot, you can get yourself out of the paralysis of that. Get up and get out quickly. And so many times if we don't guard our heart, we give that in to the enemy. So we have Joseph, we have David, we have Esther, we have Ruth, we have Abigail. We have so many people that had to learn the art of being able to pivot quickly. Don't stay stuck mentally in your situation, because when you stay stuck, what you're doing is forfeiting your momentum. When you stay stuck, you are forfeiting your momentum. And remember this, disappointment will keep you distracted. Disappointment will keep you distracted. We need to make sure that we are always focusing on the positive. The Bible says, think on these things. Think on what is pure, what is peaceable, what is easily entreated. All of the good things or whatnot, because it tells us this, because the Bible knows that we are going to need to recalibrate our focus. It says, listen, there's going to be stuff that comes. It's not going to be peaceful. It's not going to be pure. It's not going to be things that are going to uplift you. But I'm telling you, keep your eyes on this. Keep your heart on this. Think on these things, the things that are pure, the things that are peaceable, the things that are easily entreated, all of those things. So we want to be intentional about that. We want to be intentional as we do that and save ourselves the time that we forfeit by staying stuck. Save ourselves the emotion and having to dig ourselves out of that thing by staying stuck. And so learning how to pivot, learning how to maneuver, and even being malleable. Things are going to hit us all. You just have to, once you come to the understanding that things are going to hit us all, and they're going to hit us consistently. But if you have your mind in the state of, okay, things are going to come, but I'm going to bounce back. Don't be just an open door like, okay, life is great. No, things are going to come, but I'm going to bounce back. Things are going to come, but you will bounce back. Keep that mindset in you, because if you keep that mindset, it's going to be so much easier for you to bounce back instead of for you to be disappointed. If you keep that mindset, it's going to be so much easier for you to keep moving instead of staying stuck. Keep that mindset and you'll be able to transcend and overcome when those things come at you. Let me tell you, there are a couple of different personality types or character traits that need to be even more sensitive regarding just, going into that place where you want to wallow in it or where it kind of gets heavy. And one is the perfectionist. And listen, this is me. If you are a perfectionist at anything, I'm not necessarily a perfectionist where everything has to be so. Some people would come over my house right now and say she is not a perfectionist. However, with certain things, I am definitely a perfectionist. So if you have a tendency to be a perfectionist at anything, you can be more susceptible for that downward spiral. The second personality type is a planner or somebody who is driven. Planners kind of have everything listed out. They know how they want it to go. And if anything kind of a wrench is thrown in, it can just mess things up sometimes. Somebody who's driven and has specific goals for specific times and seasons, please keep your radar up. Don't get into heaviness because things happen in life. And finally, someone who knows very clearly what they want and is going after it. So keep your antennas up if that is you. Let me tell you something. If you take what I have shared regarding pivoting quickly, the next time you feel a little something coming on you right here, or feel a little heaviness, or feel a little downtrodden or discouraged or disappointment, I'm telling you, pivot quickly and you will see a difference, that you will be able to maintain momentum and you will not allow discouragement to keep you distracted. So you guys, if this video was at all helpful to you, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below if you want to, and I will see you guys on the next video. Continue to have a great new year. Bye.